teach my idea. Um, First, I will mix between Swedish and English because I'm trying to learn Swedish now. Uh, my idea called it an athlete for NBF, and the NBF is about people who have disabilities. Uh, and I'm a father of a child who has ADHD and difficulties to speak and to say what he needs. So I have to feel, just feeling what he needs and do it for him, but he cannot speak. So through my life here in Sweden, I faced a lot of uh, things that I see that we can develop something for any persons. I want you to imagine that you are a father or a mother for child with NBF, and you have to take care of him 24 hours. You have to be out with him. You have to hold him. He can run and he can go and for traffic hit him. He can eat anything from the ground, and he can hurt himself by several ways. So you have to take care of him, catch him, be with him 24 hours. And the rest is going to his hospital to check him and to see what he needs. So every time I go with him outdoor, I either put him in a wheelchair or catch him and go to several different activities. So there is here in Sweden three organizations, or three parties who are taking care of this special needs for any, and we as a family, and for us, we are the one who is responsible for searching for any activities or support for him. Like special little arts, we have to search where is the special places that we can easy boy to do that, and that can let him go free. He needs real method, he needs training that support NBF. We need information that is how we can develop his case and how we can be handled with this child. And the problem that we have to take these courses. No one support him, only us. We have to take these courses to can help him and develop him. We have to see latest researches and we search for offers for him. Maybe there is some offers that can help him to have fun or so, and of course activities. I will tell you one activity that I searched for. It's called Allah Can Yilma. It's a gym inside that inside he can go and he can run alone, free, scream, make what he wants. I searched it in the community. They didn't know where I can take him. I searched it for training. They said maybe there is a place, but you have to take like queue and wait for 1 year. And I searched for bibliotech. There is small papers at the site, and I go and collect. And all of this, I am catching my son and moving with him to search for something that can support him or make him happy. So it takes for me 1 year to apply for Allah. So we as a family think about a lot of things for them, as I said, and the ideas is like that. And the problem is that there is no institution here in Sweden is responsible for collecting all this data and put it in one place to be easier for us as a family to collect and take my son and go. So I have to be super daddy to do these things. But the normal families don't do anything else, just sit at home, send him to the school, come back and only watch him at home. So I want you to imagine. So my idea is to sort this information, collect it, and organize it in one place for them, for the families who have NBF persons. That's an example for this activity, for this information and for the support that I collect by myself, only me. Activities like Alakanimba and swimming support information from a lot of places. If Uganda, that's Alakanimba, offers like means product, they give offers like one day a hotel or something for free for the family. I visit a lot of foreign here in Sweden and in Helsingborg, and they all said that your idea is very good, and we want to support and give you our information, our activities, and you can collect it in your website. And also, I have meeting with the families there as me, so as me for family for India, and all of them have a lot of other experience like this. So I'm talking about all of this is one family. So I wanted to imagine if it's 10 families, how many activities that we can collect and send to others that to be easy for them to go and see if the son can go. That's not the process in Helsingborg. It's a very good place for them to go and have relax. As most of them have ADHD, they have hyper, so they can go and there is no wood or iron. They only can hit and no problem, nothing will happen for them. So a very good place, and I recommend you to visit with your children if you can. I'm looking along with Helsingborg vision. I want for them a good health and a good well-being. I am looking for equality for them. I want them to be as normal children, to have the same rights, to have the same opportunities to go and enjoy their life as normal people. And I'm looking also for to be a sustainable city. The data will come from all organizations, all trainers, from Helsingborg, from Elbapotiko, from researchers. All of this I want to collect on my website and then organize and give it to easy way to NBL person. So at this moment I was aiming to show you my website. I don't know if it's easy or not because I couldn't connect. But I started to make something with myself, uh, something that collects all information and diagnoser for NBF and what is a programming that supports this here, and I will give some information about it and give some advice how they can go and use this website, maybe lectures, and then the activities that they can visit and also when. And at the end, and that's the important thing that they can contact us and have that like a newsletter at the end to give them the opportunity to sign for what activities they need on these activities, like for these 13 years old, so they can have the opportunity to go to these activities. So it's winning strategy for all, for common, for organization, for NBF. For Kumon, the Kumon will follow up with the activity, what is happening here in Helsingborg, maybe around also Helsingborg. Also, we have the opportunity to communicate with the families to develop their services for the family also as they need to, and for the training to have more maintenance, have more activities, and have more support from community. And for us as a family, it will increase our integration and our children integration in the community. They will have more activities. They have more plots to visit. And that's a sample of the places I visited. I visited the commune and they said, okay, start and we will support you. I visited the foreigner and they said, okay, your idea is very good. Start and we will give you support with marketing, we will give you support with activities that we have. My idea or my project will be 7 months. First 4 months is making the website, then collecting the data, the information, and insert it in my website. 5 months is for marketing, and 3 months for testing, and including that, I will have like pictures for families to train them how they can go and see this and use it. And at the end, I will make like small event to collect all training all the new and families to be at one place. So I want you to read with me this. Anybody have the right to dream, and our role to make this dream come true. That's my. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Does anybody have any questions for Mohammed?
So you said that you were collecting the data mostly, but do you have an idea of how the community, everyone can maybe send information to the website if they are interested in something that you haven't found yet? Is there a way for them to do that?
Yeah, there's two ways. First, I met with the developer, and he said to me that he can go direct to the website and collect the data like API, and he will give us like a training through this time, 7 months. The training they give us opportunity to add manually their activities on our website. I collect like an army from volunteers that they want to support me, so they will help me after the project to contain and to insert this data from this. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any more questions? Yes?
I really see the need and see that the development system is very fragmentized today. You have to navigate through the ecosystem. And are you aware of the initiative's development gathering?
Mm-hmm.
No? It's an initiative from someone in the net, the Holland. I don't know if you know what the someone in the list.
And
It's a financial cooperation between the second responsible and the municipality and the regions. And it's a final cooperation that is all over the country. And we just started this initiative called the Välfärdsstaten, which will try to address the same difficulties that we have. A really big focus is in Sweden that is hard to navigate. It's hard to describe what the rights are. And I see this initiative is, it fits well as a specific need, but I think it's really important that we make it very connected to bigger initiatives.
Yeah.
So it will be joint and you can find it all over Sweden.
oh, yes, that's my favorite.
Yes. So I think it's a good idea to be contact with that
Yes.
and to see how it can be happened. So it will not be a separate initiative that we will be trying to movement.
And I want to contain that each time I make like meeting with fathers, they talk to me. There is a place you can visit and you can take from this data. There is a place that you can connect. But all of this working alone. I want to connect. My role now is connecting.
Yes, and I can see that, and that is exactly what we're doing in Pakistan. And there is someone to look, and we now having a dialogue with them from here, from Helsingborg. There are someone to look. But it's just in the some discussions. But the nice thing is that we will actually be able to search information from what your problem is. So if I have a problem of finding jobs because I have maybe disabilities or something, then I can help what applies where I have the focus. So if my problem is financial. So, but I can really see what you're trying to do, and it's of gathering the information is essential for moving forward and actually getting the rights to enjoying the dream.
Yes.
So,
Yes, we have a question
How it is from you, this is very
I can show you the
It is from the Hungarian families who think that these needs in Helsingborg and all surroundings. Do you have any idea about how many children is out there and needing help?
I made a discussion with like 10 families. That's from a meeting I have people. And when I speak to them like this, they said, yes, and we want to contribute with another activity. Please start and give us the opportunity to get also our activity because there is a lot of time. Maybe it's not need like for autism, but need for someone who cannot speak or one cannot move. So there is initiative that we want to make over.
Thank you. Anyone else? Yes.
Hi, thank you for this presentation.
So,
My name is Martina and I work at the City Development Department. Did I catch you right when you said you have difficulties finding playgrounds for your kids?
yes.
If you would like to, I can put you in touch with the people that make playgrounds, because we're interested in making playgrounds for every
Because I have two meetings with them. I have one meeting with today. With them they are meeting each Thursday, and I meet them today. And I have also meeting with someone who is corporate playground. Her name is Paulina, I think. And I already got an appointment 6 June. If you have another, of course, in fact, please.
Paulina is the right person.
Great.
Thank you.
Very-
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You got it? Okay, do I have any volunteers who want to go next? Yeah, you want to go? Yes. All right. Just make this one. The next project that we're going to hear about is called Visionsfondens Innovationshack. And Björn Robertson from Spectronics is going to talk to us in Swedish. Yes? Yes?
Då ska vi se
Yes?
om vi kan. Jag tänkte kunna få knäcka den här dagen. Kanske sladd, ja, sladden kanske. Eller bilden. Nu ska vi se. Tack så mycket. Det är bara en webbsida som är det. Det blev väldigt liten bild här kan jag säga.
Det var jättebra precis innan.
Det är nog keynote som jag vill låta här. Och sen är det de här. Så, och sen så. Nu funkar det. Lite bra nu. Hej, vad trevligt att vara här. Mitt namn är Björn Robertson. Jag kommer från en firma i Helsingborg som heter Visionsfondens Innovation. Och jag har hand om ett projekt här som heter HBG Innovation Challenge. Och det kan man se, det vi har gjort den här repan tillsammans med planfirman. Och det är Jakobsson i plan som jobbar ihop med det här. Det har funkat mycket bra. I alla fall så är det så här att Helsingborg Innovation Challenge arrangeras av 3 olika företag i stan här, varav vi är ett. Edument är nästa företag. Och Easy Solutions eller 3 företag. Alla vi 3 är teknikföretag som jobbar med likartade saker. Inte exakt likadant, men likartat, och vi känner att vi granskar varandra på ett bra sätt. Vi känner varandra som tidigare också. Vi har gjort samarbete med Hetch Mindpark också, här såklart. Hetch är ju här och Mindpark är ju bara steglas här för oss. Det är ju kanske när vi är där borta, det jobbar vi med dem. Målet då med Innovation Challenge är att hjälpa tidiga idéer och bli verklighet. Med tidiga idéer då, det kan vara ett ungt företag som har någon idé, eller ett etablerat företag där man ännu inte har byggt sina första prototyper. Man vill bygga någon prototyp. Det kan också vara en student, det kan vara en privatperson. Men det kan också vara då ifrån offentlig förvaltning. Det finns ju många kontor runt omkring i stan här som kanske har idéer om någonting man vill förverkliga eller göra så. Som man liksom inte har riktiga resurser till. Och då tanken att vi får ihop det här till ett Innovation Challenge där man kan skicka in sina ansökningar. Kort sagt, vi söker det från alla håll och kanter. Vi vill åstadkomma en plattform där vi vill attrahera företag i stan här. Det blir 3 i första året och nästa år så får vi flera företag som är med och sätter in in-kind eller pro-bono-team. Och sen vill vi sätta Helsingborg på kartan då som ett innovationscentrum. Det ska vara man ska flytta till Helsingborg och det ska handla om någonting kanske. Och genom att erbjuda då experthjälp då från Spectronic, Element och E-Solutions så gör vi kostnadsfritt ett arbete här då. Och med våra bolags samlade kompetens då så har vi ju, man måste smala av lite grann. Och det är ju då främst då inom AI, IoT, mjukvara, elektronik, frontend, backend som man säger, eller design kan det ju också man göra med webbsidor, kanske appen. Jag pratar ju själv från ett kretskortsperspektiv såklart, men de andra är mer i webb eller någonting. Men vi är mer hårdvara med komponenter på kretskort, så därför har vi redan det. Ja, och då är frågan då, när man har kommit med en idé till oss här och vi förverkar den idén, när man kommer med i uttagningen här. Vem säger den här produkten sen? De tillfaller och det är ju självklart att man lämnar till idén som får produkten. Vi är ju bara att se som en konsult kan man säga, utan kostnad överhuvudtaget för den sökande. Vi har en tidplan här, som ni ser. Vi hade en utlysning utav den här tävlingen. Vi var ju tvungna att komma igång och vi ville vara med på vårt för tycker det passar rätt så bra. Jag ligger i linje med allting som har innovation att göra, så att vi är fuskat så vi har gått igång redan 30 maj. Utlysningen då, man kan skicka in, är öppen till den 23 juni. 1 juli tänker vi ska bli besked om antagning. Och den 8 till 26 augusti har vi tänkt att vi ska ha workshop då. Det betyder att de som har blivit antagna till den här utmaningen får komma in och presentera sina idéer lite närmare. 1 september till hela september egentligen så är det projektrealisering och där kommer vi jobba intensivt med och få snurr på de här projekten så att vi köper in material om det behövs och hacka kod om det behövs och så vidare. Så 7 oktober då kommer vi ha en presentation utav POC, Proof of Concept eller prototyper. Det kan också vara en projektplan som man lämnat till en sökande om det behövs. Hej! Juryn här då, för att ta om det här, vilka som kommer med, det består av folk från respektive bolag då. Så att det är från oss tre och sen är det någon extern också som kommer in. Och man baserar det här då på att det ska vara genomförbart på ett sätt under de här veckorna så vi klarar av att hantera det. Men det ska också bidra till nytta då. Vi fokuserar då på projekt där man kan få så mycket som möjligt av det vi kan bidra med, det som bidrar till stan på bästa sätt och det som bidrar till kanske man kan förbättra någonting i välfärden lite. Det är det som är vårt mål med de här. Ja, ska vi se vad vi har mer här. Jag kan presentera företagen här också. Ansökningsprocessen glömde jag nämna. Ja. Man ska fylla i ansökningsformuläret på innovationchallenge.se. Där finns en guidad till hur man fyller i, vad man är och om man vill göra någonting. Och så får det iväg ett mejl till oss med information. Och det blir granskad av juryn och då får man svar efter ett litet tag. Workshops, implementationsplaner har vi pratat om, projektrealisering har vi pratat om också. Företagen här, det är förutom oss då så är det Edument. Och jag vet inte om jag känner till Edument, det finns ju stan här så många år tillbaka i tiden också. Artisalen heter de som driver företaget. Det är ganska stort företag faktiskt med, ja de jobbar egentligen runt om i världen får jag säga. Easy Solutions, samma sak där, också ett väldigt stort företag. Det är Oskar Lindahl som är vd där, och har startat det här företaget en gång i tiden. Jobbar också med konsultation. Är det någon som har några frågor? Det är välkomna. Yes.
Ska jag vänta till den?
Ja, men du var nästan högre.
Ja.
Ja, nej, har ni gjort den här challengen innan eller är det första gången?
Det är första gången vi gör det här, ja, absolut. Så,
Har ni redan nu fått in något som ni vill säga vad för slags projekt ni har fått in?
det har kommit in några stycken.
Precis i början.
Ja, det är precis i början. Jag vet att jag har sett i mejlen att det är riktigt några stycken, men jag har inte läst igenom någon annan. Men det ligger ett par stycken där ansökningar. Mm.
Eftersom ni har fått igång redan.
Ja.
Om ni inte skulle få bidrag här.
Ja, vi kommer köra på ändå. Absolut, vi kör på ändå. Alltså, alla jag söker bidrag är att vi vill bredda oss helt enkelt. Vi vill synas på fler plattformar och komma ut så vi har en synbarhet som är större än vad vi har idag. Bland annat där, så har vi gjort en budget också. Har ni fått sett allt material som är inskickat?
Det var väldigt spännande att se hemsidan också, när den handskickade nu som en länk.
Ja, det var den som jag visade i början där. Men det blev väldigt liten text på den här. Jag kan visa den igen.
Jättesnyggt. Så det är fint där.
Vad är kriterierna för vad man får skicka in för det? Är det liksom begränsat eller får vara vad som helst?
Nej, det kan vara vad som helst. Ja, absolut. Det är helst i någon form av teknikinriktning då. Så att om det gäller någon kodning, en hemsida, app, en funktion kanske där man ska mäta någonting som ska åka upp, sammanställas i molnet någonstans som ska representeras, kommer tillbaka ut på någon apparat som har en nål som visar någonting och mäter för koldioxid, många som passerar en viss punkt någonstans, eller hur varmt det är badvattnet eller någonting. Det är egentligen bara fantasin som sätter stopp för vad man kan göra för någonting.
Och vad är det för coachning ni kan erbjuda?
Det går ju alltifrån projektcoachning för hur du ska kunna få ditt projekt att gå från start till mål. Men också även inom medtech ska jag säga. Medtech är också ett ganska stort område och det är oerhört komplicerat att driva projekt i medtech. Det klarar vi inte av att göra här på de här veckorna här då. Men det kan innebära coachning inom medtech också om man har någonting där. Absolut.
Jag tänker, de här 3 företagen, ni samarbetar med staden så tidigare?
Ja, absolut. Vi är ju Helsingborg Innovation, eller förlåt, Spectronic Innovation. Det är ju en del från Helsingborgs stad och Spectronic. Så det är anledningen till att jag finns egentligen i samarbetet med staden och Spectronic. Och sen vill vi ju ytterligare fördjupa samarbetet med staden och involvera andra företag så att man får med andra företag med på spåret, banan och element och e-solutions är ju redan gamla bävar i det.
Jag tänker att 100 000 är inte så mycket i sammanhanget. Vilken skillnad är de här pengarna till?
Det är ju skillnad i att vi kan, som jag sa, vi kan komma ut på fler plattformar. I och med att vi redan lägger arbetstid och promono från företagen så är det redan, det hackar i kurvan redan om man säger så där. Så vi behöver ha lite hjälp till att komma ut på, annonsera bättre på LinkedIn. Men också när det gäller de adapterna som kommer in så kanske man behöver ha något materialinköp på något sätt. Så det underlättar det materialinköp när man kan få hit grejerna snabbare, man kan köpa kanske lite bättre kvalitet på grejerna som vi har också.
Ja, men det är det här också finansiering av staden.
Det tror jag inte. Utan egentligen är det bara Cultural Innovation som har en delfinansiering av staden.
Okej.
Och sen har vi involverat de andra på grund av att vi är kompisar i branschen. Då, grannar i branschen.
Då tackar vi så mycket. Ska vi se, då har vi 2 projekt kvar. Har vi, do you want to? Carlos, okay? Yeah, sure, come on. Yes.
Oj, så. Det blev en liten bild måste jag säga. Nu blev det som en skuld.
And Carlos has a project called Piloting Sustainability at Helsingborg. And this can now to be connected.
Okay. Hello, my name is Carlos. I'm here to present piloting sustainability at Helsingborg. I first want to start about what sustainability means. First, on one hand, we have environmental sustainability, which is more about the planetary boundaries. How do we protect biodiversity, ecosystems, reducing climate change, protecting the natural codes, etc. But we also have social sustainability, which is more related on how do we benefit or improve human development by finding meaningful purposes for each individual, and also deciding better as a society what's the best way to move forward and develop. So first, I will release this concept, but then I will first talk about what exactly is the project. So the project consists about 5 different open public workshops, follow each of them by a seminar, and then the idea is that the people that will be benefited from these sessions would not be the only ones benefited, but the idea is to publish and tell a story of how innovation processes are happening through a new way of storytelling and also using graphic illustrations, so moving away from standard sustainability reports and things that may be overlooked. The idea is to make this to a wider audience available in a digital form, and that it's more engaging. The target audience for these workshops are people that want to learn new skills, that they also want to improve their network or expand it, both on the sustainability, innovation, company development aspects.
It's not going to work.
Oh, okay. No, it's fine. I can just continue. And people that are looking to develop a new project or idea, and also for people that maybe are at the moment of choosing a career path, like for example students, or maybe people that want to have a new project next to their daily jobs, or that want to change professions, and for people that perceive or have a specific knowledge of the sustainability challenge that we are having nowadays. So now we'll move, what are the workshops about and why can we help this target audience? So the workshop content is, or each workshop will be consisting of 2 phases. First phase is talking about what are the current sustainability frameworks that we have nowadays, ways of conducting sustainability. For example, the SDGs and other tools that we are using to actually understand sustainability and implement it. And also the standard tools that we've been using for several years, like in company creation, like the business model, canvas, value proposition, and marketing analysis, etc., etc. And I guess that for the attendance of this workshop to analyze both of these and start finding intersections. And this is where the term business as usual has been very criticized, because we have not adapted the way of doing business in a way that actually intersects with sustainability goals. So it's analyzing this and then bringing from the participants' initiative and participants' ideas and try to find what is the best way of developing the ideas that they have. And next to this, each seminar, that the idea is that the people coming to this workshop will also come to a seminar that will be linked to the workshop. This because I believe that also innovation process will not necessarily come directly in 2 hours, but we need to let the ideas rest and then maybe rethink some things and maybe set up some goals. So ideally, the people attending to the first workshop will be able to also come to the seminar and kind of reflect again on how their ideas can move forward and maybe do a bit more research of what they learned in the workshop. And the second phase of the seminar is trying to, together with the people there, try to do some sort of creative writing on how that we can make some publish what is happening in the workshops and the seminar. So this every time that an innovation process is happening, it doesn't stay only the people in the workshop, but it's made available and documented in some way. So the idea is to have this in some sort of website. Um, all of this is mostly like done by myself, but I would definitely would like to have someone else that kind of helps more professionally with what is how to be better illustrate and describe what is happening in these workshops. So like these are, for example, some illustrations that were done like, for the municipality. But if there's people like working here in Glastonbury with that, the idea is to like have an expert or a professional input on how to better communicate. Where are these target groups? Where it can be like from people from university students in the campus here. There's a new initiative in Minecraft called Open Space that's talking about sustainability topics. And there are also like other associations here, like maybe the Swedish Public Employment Agency, where people can learn new skills or maybe are looking to follow a new career path. The creation of new companies here in Helsingborg and other co-working places in Helsingborg. So trying to mix different backgrounds, different professions, and different levels of experience tied by sustainability and the development of new ideas. I have the budget there, but I think that's most of the project. If the workshops are expected to happen between September and December. Thank you.
Thank you for a nice presentation.
Thank you.
How are you planning to find your target audience?
Well, it's basically like going and talking directly to these institutions and then using their social media channels or like their databases, like them trying to engage the people that would be interested in these workshops. And also be always, I mean, I'm very close to like the sustainability and that is creating also new events and media. So I think that would be part of reaching the audience, and they're paying a lot of attention in marketing, and that's why they will start until September, so try to build up from July and August.
I have one question here. Do I understand the idea correctly? You're planning to create a website where you show the process from how an idea can develop and start to be sustainable,
Yeah,
and how to learn from that.
yeah,
Is that
yeah. The idea is for the website to document in the best way, in a creative form as well, what is happening in the innovation process.
I was just wondering, is there an application process or is it open to all? Let's say I see something that is marketed and I'm interested, but I don't have an idea. Is it still,
I think it's no, it would definitely it's open for the public. Yeah, that's definitely the yeah. I think like just building up on the pages, maybe also the target audience, maybe people that are still not choosing, not decided on what that they are not already committed to being entrepreneurs or creating the company, but they in this process behind where they can learn more on what are the implications and what are the tools they can use.
and
Sorry, my English is not warm up yet. So when you talk about sustainability on these studies developing, is it mainly focusing on the social stability or economic or environmental or maybe also
I think that's one of the parts of the innovative in here is that it will also depend on the people that come to the workshop. So try to building up that I studied a master program in sustainability, so I have knowledge of both environmental and social. But the idea is to to build up together with the people that are attending.
Questions? Comments? No? For good? All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And our final presenters, Magnus from Siegen, and really, yeah, I'd like to talk about their idea skill. Okay.
This is Stuart, and thank you very much for having us here today. My name is Magnus Franzén, and I'm the founder of Skiller. Is it right to take it in English? And this is my colleague, Rene.
Thank you. Thank you for having us today. It's been an amazing opportunity to come and represent Europe. And I think we'll go for presentation and then we come back to what's Europe is all about. I think we'll do that.
So Skiller is about competence, and we have a vision to strengthen talents for tomorrow's challenges. We are focusing on competence, and there is a lot of efforts. Everybody talks about competencies, and we do that from a CV perspective, and we will try to do this from the competence and narrowing it in. So our goal is to be the future competence supplier. And the problem is well known. We have competence mismatch, hard to find the competence, and a lot of competence is not found in the market. And one reason for this is that we have inadequate information. And this is what we try to solve through, I can't solve, but solve it, sorry. Another problem we see concerning competency is that people don't reach market, and there is not always so easy to know how to get anything out from the competence. So we're dealing with competency guidelines. And the third part of the problem is organizations have content gaps. Projects is not evolving, and products may not reach the market if you don't find the right competence that you really need. The search cost for competence is often high, and we want to address that problem as well. The solution then, we talk about competence owners, that is you and I. We don't talk about users, competence owners. And we bring a lifelong tool that you can do your content mapping and then continue to add to life what you content that you have to your. And we also build early warning system. So if you are in a branch or an industry that is not long into the future, you can get information about that and some analysis and statistics on what is happening. And in the end, this is we talk about return on competence. Often we talk about return on investment, but we want to bring that type of thinking into the individual's prospects, what return on competence can be. We are into a two-sided market. So on the other hand, we have organizations in need of competence, and we bring to them global supply, and what cut costs by half, and we bring a modern way of search for competence. So this is what we are aiming for. So then let's go to the project we are talking about today, and Scale Helsingborg. We want to put into this specific project 1,000 free 1-year subscriptions. So one year subscription is about 400 kronor. And we want to partner with at least 2 organizations in the labor market. Of course, Arbetsmarknadsförvaltningen is one that we would like to partner with, and Arbetsförmedlingen and other recruiting companies, staffing companies. And we also will have 2 evaluations during this period where we analyze what this tool has what effect it will have on unemployment, on structural unemployment, and long-term unemployment. I have some experience from dealing with people in Försörjningsstöd, and have been in the project where we had a good result helping them. From there I know a lot of those people don't want to be where they are, and there is a way to help them. So focus parts of the project will be to translate the English competence profile that we have built. We are completing it in English now, and we want to have it also in Swedish, of course. And then set up the evaluation plan and methods for this project and what effects it will have on the health support. And of course, I didn't say that all this is about the people living in Helsingborg. And also creating collaborations and do the service analysis. And twice we plan to do. So we have we still seek 100,000 kronor, and we have a project period of 1 year, and we have 2 big evaluation points, about 6 months and 12 months, where what the effects can we see from this project. So this is what about us. You want to add something? Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you. So, hi Magnus, Peter Ekström, you and I have met, I don't remember, could it be a year ago or? Yeah. So it's really interesting to listen to what you have to describe here today and how far you've come with this work. So I'm here representing the labor market department, and yes, we would like to enter in a partnership with this and help you to make sure that Scalar actually meets the needs in the groups that we are connected to at the labor market department. And I think that this you're pinpointing something that is a big challenge for the city. So I don't really have a question. I have a wow.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Good to hear.
Do we have some questions? Yes. Do you have any competition on the market?
Yeah, it always pop up. Competence is a fairly new term. It's from 1959, but we always talk about it. Every day we see notices and things happening concerning competence. And every week I find some initiative in the same way, and the first thing, oh, shit, I'm sorry. But then when you look into it, you see, oh, maybe they do it in a different way. So it's a lot of effort to accomplish it, because this is a huge problem. We all know that. We hear it.
What is unique about your project?
Focusing on competence, I would say. And we want to bring down the importance of gender, age, and cultural background, and focusing in on the competence. And eventually, of course, you are interested, if you have an organization where it's a lot of women, maybe you want to be men. So, but in the beginning, when you do your research, you can find, you will get a sample, and then you could see the pattern. Okay, we always have this search itself, but we always choose zero. So you can see that in this tool. And another thing is that we don't look into employment. We want to certify from our competence, it's okay. So it's not, and that is the way to, we try to, our main beautiful aim is to allocate competence more effectively.
Sounds very good.
Yeah. So we will be like with this. That's important.
Yeah, great.
Hi, I was just wondering, the membership on Scalar, is it only paid or do you have some kind of premium model?
Yeah.
Because that's mostly the
It's
most common one, so that would like, I don't want to use the word, but start with the premium and get a feel for the software program or site. Is that something that you consider, or how is your thought about the paid membership model?
Yeah, it's premium thinking. So, and of course you have to section it in some ways, so it's worth paying for it. But to do the competence mapping and have the app with your competence structure is free. But then if you want to work with it in the long run, so to speak, it's better to pay it for 100 a year for 40 a month. If that is what we have found out from some investigations and survey, so we believe that is a good way. But then you can add also other tools. So maybe it's too long to go through, but I try. So we have this is a mock-up. So what we talk about is a competence, and you can set your terms for how to produce, what you want to have debate, or when you can start and so on, and future where you think or where you want to be in the future. We have a reference to the section. We will have a collaboration group if you want to collaborate with others. and so on. And personality, instead of having this typological, red, green, and so on, that you maybe search for a job and have those more typologically directed investigation. We want to use the big five, so you can, for your own person, knowing more about yourself and what to do with your competence. So this is a little bit sketchy, okay? But so, answer your question. If you want to more of those, you can pay for that. So, but the general tool is free.
So we started this at the moment, and then we tried to add on more features for the user, so that he had a personal space for himself. And in the collaboration, obviously, we can meet other users of the similar skill set. That was one of the targets that we were achieving in 2 years. But at the moment, we stick to this and see what the response of the market and how helpful we are for the user, for the consumer. And if we are able to help them to reach the labor market, that will be the biggest achievement for us, and that's what Skill is. And it's not about business, it's about serving and helping to get to the market. Thank you.
Hello, thank you. Is it up and running in some part of the world or?
Well, yeah, it is in one way, but we have, I would say 80% is up and running. We have the company mapping, but we want to get out more broadly when we have this. So we're just talking about it now, so we have the app, so to speak. So we can, but today you have to send them PDF, and that is not so. All those things about automation, that is to handle it.
Questions? No? Okay. All right, thank you very much. Thank you everyone so much for coming. I hope you had an interesting morning. And if anyone has any new ideas or thoughts, next week, Monday and Tuesday, we'll be out here coaching. And next week, next Thursday, come back and we'll have another new session of idea owners presenting their ideas. And nothing else. I wish you a lovely weekend. It's almost there. Yeah. You know, Friday you just run. All right, thank you. Thank you. The IT will be working there next week. Yeah.